guys, welcome to Weekend Movies. British horror movies went through something of a renaissance in the 2010s, and these movies were adored by critics the most. The 2010s was, in many respects, a groundbreaking decade for British horror. The British horror film has become world-renowned once again, after its heyday in the 1970s. From the haunting trappings of rural verdant landscapes to gritty visions of dystopian apocalypse, British horror of the 2010s has been beloved and championed by critics worldwide. We hope you will enjoy the following ranking. Please let us know your favorite in the comments, and make sure to subscribe to never miss a good movie again. So let's not waste any time and begin. Number 8. Apostle. Apostle is a 2018 period folk horror film written, directed and edited by Gareth Evans. London, 1905. Prodigal son Thomas Richardson has returned home, only to learn that his sister is being held for ransom by a religious cult. Determined to get her back at any cost, Thomas travels to the idyllic island where the cult lives. As Thomas infiltrates the island's community, he learns that the corruption of mainland society that they claim to reject has infested the cult's ranks nonetheless, and uncovers a secret more evil than he could have imagined. Apostle is a deeply satisfying trek into the unknown. There is gore, there is violence, there is mystery, and yes, even some goats. Number 7. In Fear. In Fear is a 2013 British psychological horror film, directed and written by Jeremy Lovering. Adventurous young couple Tom and Lucy are en route to a music festival when they attempt to stop at a countryside hotel and find themselves pursued by a malevolent stranger, as all signs only seem to lead them further down the darkened, unfamiliar roads. Meanwhile, their tormentor seems to know these back roads all too well and appears to be able to predict their every move. Lovering's intriguing take on a cat and mouse stalker horror is a thrilling film that rarely lets up in suspense. In Fear was generally well received by critics upon its release, and is a fine example of what can be achieved on a shoestring budget. Number 6. Sightseers. Sightseers is a 2012 British horror comedy film, directed by Ben Wheatley. A vacationing couple frustrated by obnoxious teens, careless litterers, and pre-booked RV sites find their peaceful trip to the countryside turning unexpectedly bloody. His girlfriend Tina, having led a particularly sheltered life, Chris, packs up his cherished Abbey Oxford caravan and prepares to take her on a guided tour of his favorite destinations. But along the way, they'll have a chance to breathe easy while soaking in the lush scenery of rural Britain. Not long after they hit the road, however, a series of minor irritations start to disrupt Chris' attempt to show Tina the perfect holiday. When he finally explodes, Tina sees a side of her new boyfriend that's at once terrifying and strangely exciting. Director Ben Wheatley and writer stars Alice Lowe and Steve Oram deliver a wicked road trip movie that successfully walks the line between dark comedy and horror. Number 5. The Girl with All the Gifts. The Girl with All the Gifts is a 2016 British post-apocalyptic science fiction horror film, directed by Colm McCarthy. The movie is set in a familiar dystopian world that is reeling from a virus that has turned much of the population into flesh-eating zombies. However, a select few children who have managed to stymie the virus' ability to challenge perceptive thought are carefully monitored by British soldiers in the hope of finding a cure. The Girl with All the Gifts takes a conventional zombie story and puts a humanist spin on it, and was a critical hit as a result. The Girl with All the Gifts grapples with thought-provoking questions without skimping on the scares, and finds a few fresh wrinkles in the well-worn zombie horror genre along the way. Number 4. Ghost Stories. Ghost Stories is a 2017 British anthology horror film, written and directed by Jeremy Dyson. Professor Philip Goodman devotes his life to exposing phony psychics and fraudulent supernatural shenanigans. His skepticism soon gets put to the test when he receives news of 3 chilling and inexplicable cases, disturbing visions in an abandoned asylum, a car accident deep in the woods, and the spirit of an unborn child. Even scarier, each of the macabre stories seems to have a sinister connection to the professor's own life. Ghost Stories offers a well-crafted, skillfully told horror anthology that cleverly toys with genre tropes while adding a few devilishly frightful twists. Number 3. A Field in England. A Field in England is a 2013 British historical psychological horror film directed by Ben Wheatley. As a fierce battle rages in the English countryside, a small group of soldiers flee for their lives. They are nearly free when they encounter the mysterious O'Neill, who guides them across a sprawling mushroom circle in search of an elusive treasure. After dining on the abundant fungi, the weary travelers experience a paranoid break from reality, while suspecting that the treasure may not be gold, as they initially suspected. Meanwhile, mysterious forces in the field begin to stir. Recklessly assembled and occasionally compelling in spite of itself, A Field in England showcases a singularly brilliant voice in British cinema. Number 2. Prevenge. Prevenge is a sublime slice of British horror that follows a pregnant woman whose murderous proclivity is far too dark to be considered simply a black comedy. But it does mix comedic elements into its narrative with fantastic effect, flow as one to watch in filmmaking discourses. Number 1. In Fabric. In Fabric is a 2018 British horror comedy film, written and directed by Peter Strickland. Recently divorced mother Sheila heads to Dentley and Soper's department store, where she looks past the unsettling staff to purchase a fiery red dress to help her get back in the dating scene. The dress makes its wearer feel fabulous, but comes with a demonic curse, terrorizing everyone who puts it on. In Fabric's gauzy Jolowyer weaves a surreal spell, blending stylish horror and dark comedy to offer audience is a captivating treat. Well, this is it. Thanks for watching. Share your movie impressions in the comments below. And don't forget to subscribe and put the big thumbs up. See you. Bye.